Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So on today's video I'm going to be making some fried flounder, and then I have some mixed vegetables and some yellow rice that I'm going to be serving as the sides. So I'm going to go ahead and place my flounder in the pan. I have 5 pieces. I'm going to try to put 3 in here first, and then I'll put the last 2 in. And I have my grease already heated on a high heat. So we're going to place those in there and let those get really crispy and brown. I haven't fried fish or anything in forever. I usually just go out if I want fried foods. I don't normally do it at home because I don't like the cleanup or the whole process, basically. So I think I'm just going to stick with 2 because I don't want to overcrowd my pan. So I'm going to start off with those 2, and then I will do the other one. I hope you guys have had a great Monday. I'm glad to get it over with. Usually when Monday is over with, the rest of the week seems to fly by. So I'm glad that we have that one day down. And it shouldn't take too long for this fish to fry because it's not very thick, very thin pieces. I'm going to turn down my heat just a little bit. And I just basically season my fish with some salt, pepper, a little smoked paprika. I know you guys hear me talk about the smoked paprika a lot. I do use that a lot. I just like the flavor that it adds, so I do use that on a lot of my meat. And I also use a little bit of garlic powder, and then I use the House of Autry seafood batter. That's what I use. I just put it in this bag here and pick it up and made sure it was well coated, and then I went ahead and dropped them in there. So again, it should not take long for that to cook, but we do want to make sure that it's done. And I've already cooked my yellow rice, and I also have already cooked my mixed vegetables. And you can pair this with about any side dishes. You can make some baked beans, you can have coleslaw, salad, whatever you like. So I purchased this flounder from a little store in my area, and they sell a lot of fresh seafood, so I got this from there. I think these pieces are about ready to come out. I'm just going to flip it just to make sure that both sides are cooking evenly. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull that out in just a second. So let me know what kind of fish you prefer. I do prefer fish with no bones. I don't really care for the fish with bones. Not that I don't like the flavor, I just don't really like having to pick over through the fish to get to the through the bones to get to the fish. I'm gonna grab me a plate and place a paper towel on there so when I pull that out, I can let that drain. And like I said, I usually don't fry anything. I just decided to do this today, but normally I just like to either put my meats in the crock pot or in the oven. And I do like baked fish also. I started to bake it and do some lemon pepper seasoning on it. But I said, well, I'll just go ahead and fry it. I'm going to go ahead and get these 2 pieces out and go ahead and place the other 2 in. Looks really crispy and golden brown. So I think that's going to be good. And I'm sure the seasonings are going to really bring out a lot of flavor because I put a little, like that, little bit of seasoning on the fish. But there's also seasoning in the that House of Archery mix. I just like to add a little bit more because it's not overly seasoned at all. So you can definitely add more seasoning to it. I wouldn't do a lot of salt, but definitely add more seasoning to that because that mixture is not very saltier at all. I have 3 more pieces here. I'm going to go ahead and get these 3 fried up, and then I'm going to plate up my fish and the mixed vegetables and the rice and let you guys take a look at that and let me know what you think. Also, drop a comment down below and let me know what you guys are having for dinner on this Monday. I was really unsure of what I wanted today. I started to make some baked spaghetti, so I was kind of going back and forth, and then I said, let me just fry some fish because I haven't done that in such a long time. And I said that would be good because I always have chicken and I always have the ground turkey, so I wanted to, try something a little bit different today. Kind of change it up a little bit. And like I said, I like fish, but I normally gravitate to going out. I normally do not cook fish at home unless I do. Sometimes I'll bake it in the oven, and it's really good that way too. But today I guess I was just feeling something crispy and fried, so I went ahead and pulled out my frying pan and got it ready. So we're gonna see how this tastes in the end. And let me know if you guys use the House of Archery. I threw away my package. I was going to show that to you guys, but I threw that away. But it's in a red package, and it just says House of Archery, and it's a seafood mix, and you just dip your fish in that, just like you would if you were flouring chicken or anything like that. You would just dip your seafood in that. Shake it up and make sure it's well coated, and just go ahead and fry it. So this was pretty quick, even though I didn't really want to pull out this grease and everything today. It's still coming along pretty quick. And as I stated before, I already have my yellow rice and my mixed vegetables cooking. I'm going to show you guys that. This is the yellow rice, and then this is my mixed vegetables here. And the mixed vegetables, they're just the Del Monte. You guys know that's what I usually use, is the Del Monte brand vegetables. Don't really have a reason why, that's just what I like. And then the rice that I use is just this yellow rice here. It's pretty good. And this is a spicy one, but it's not very spicy at all. It just has a very faint spice to it, but it's not overly spicy at all. So if you want to try that, even if you don't like spicy stuff, I'm sure that you would like that. But they also do have it in the just plain, where it doesn't have any spice to it at all. I'm going to flip this piece over. Go ahead and flip that one over. And we're almost done, you guys. I have one more piece left. I'm going to go ahead and start fixing my plate so that you guys can see that. Get ready to pull these 2 pieces out in just a second here. It really doesn't take much time at all. I guess it just depends too on how much fish you have to cook. Like I said, I'm only cooking 5. I don't have to cook for very many people, so I can just cook a small portion. And I probably would have not even cooked 5 pieces, but that's how many pieces I had in the freezer bag that I had separated it into. So I just wanted to go ahead and cook all of that. So let me go ahead and get this pulled out, I believe, and then I'll put this last piece in, and I'll go ahead and make my plate and show that to you guys. I think I'm going to just leave that just for a couple more minutes. I'm sure it's done, but I like mine to be really crispy on the outside, so I'm going to leave that in for just a couple more minutes. Meanwhile, I'll go ahead and plate up my food here. Let me know what you guys are planning to have for dinner tonight. Like I said, I would love to get some suggestions because sometimes I do run out of ideas myself. So I would love to hear what you guys are having. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this out for real this time. And add that last piece, and I'm going to show you guys my plate, and then we will be done here. And again, do you see how crispy and golden brown that looks? There's that, fresh out of the grease. So let me go ahead and add this last piece, and I'll show you guys my plate. Shake that up and make sure that it's well coated. And you're just going to add it to your grease. And the key to frying fish or frying anything is just make sure that your grease is at the right temperature that it's going to need to be at so that it cooks like it should. You don't want it too high where the grease is burning, but you want it high enough where when you put it in there, it immediately starts to cook and not just float around in the grease and hold all that grease in. I'm going to wash my hands real quick, and I'm going to show you guys my plate. And it looks really good. So we're going to let that last piece cook, and I'm going to show you guys the final plate here. Show you how good that looks. That's just some mixed vegetables. And let me get that can and I'll show you exactly what I have here. So I just have the Del Monte mixed vegetables, nothing fancy. I just seasoned that with a little bit of the Better Than bouillon and just a little tad bit of butter and let it cook. And then I just made my yellow rice. I showed you guys that, and then that's the fried flounder. So let me get you an up close look at that. All right, you guys, I know that I always say that my food look good, and I may just be a little biased, but it actually does turn out really good. Now, I'm not saying I cook cook well every time, because sometimes I do have some mishaps in the kitchen, but overall, I usually can fix a pretty good meal. I'm not a chef by any means. I'm not claiming to be, but I can cook a little bit. So this is it, you guys. Fried flounder, mixed vegetables, and yellow rice is what I'm having for dinner today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry, I'm tongue-tied today. hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I definitely would ask that you continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if this would be something that you would be interested in making. Let me know if you like how it looks and like, what I have here, the combination. And just like I said, just continue to watch my videos and continue to support my channel. I really do appreciate that. And thank you guys so much for watching. See you on the next one.